Do you believe Queen Victoria truly saw the spirit, or did history make it up? I'm Kim, and this is Hung Channel.
Do you know that in the misty hills of Aberdeenshire stands a castle haunted by not one but two spirits? Tonight, we enter Crathes Castle, where the White Lady walks in sorrow and the Green Lady hides her grief within the flames. By the end of this story, you'll discover how love, jealousy, and death still echo through its stone halls, and why the spirits have never truly left, forever trapped within the walls of this castle. The night wind of Scotland lends a deeper chill to the lonely castle. Moonlight, pale and cold, washes over the towering stone walls of Aberdeenshire's Crathes Castle. In every window and corridor of the ancient fortress, the whisper of the wind seems to carry the faint murmurs of forgotten voices. They say that two female spirits have lingered here for centuries, one dressed in white, the other draped in green. Tonight, we tell their story and the curse that has haunted Crathes Castle for hundreds of years. Act 1. The Family and the Castle. Bound to this land. Centuries ago, the Burnett family was granted land by the king, and they settled here. In the middle of a nearby loch stood a man-made island, a crannog, where they first built simple wooden houses and stone walls. As time passed, they decided to move to safer ground and raise a new fortress, Crathes Castle. Construction began in 1553, though political unrest delayed it for decades, until it was finally completed in 1596. Three carved dates still mark the stone walls, silent witnesses to the centuries gone by. Inside the castle rests a relic known as the Horn of Lace, said to have been gifted to the family by King Robert the Bruce. The grand fireplace and vast hall carry the weight of time itself. Walking through its chambers, one can feel the air thicken with history, echoes of pride, grief, and whispers long forgotten. Yet, in the silence of those ancient walls, something darker took root, a tale of envy, betrayal, and vengeance that time could not bury. Act 2. The White Lady, the Poisoned Bride. In the 16th century, Alexander Bellet, the young heir of the family, fell deeply in love with a woman named Bertha. She was not of noble blood, merely a distant cousin, placed under the family's care. His mother, Lady Agnes, despised the match. She believed such a marriage would stain the family's prestige and weaken their standing. One night, when Alexander was away, Lady Agnes prepared a goblet of wine and laced it with poison. When her son returned, he sensed something was wrong. Out of respect for his mother, he said nothing, only raised his cup to share one last drink with his beloved. But before he could sip, Lady Agnes suddenly snatched the goblet from his hand and hurled it out the window. The cup shattered against the stones below. Bertha had already drunk her own wine. Her death was slow and agonizing. When Bertha's parents arrived to reclaim their daughter's body, Lady Agnes stood frozen. Then her face drained of color. Her eyes widened in terror, and she screamed, "She comes! She comes!" before collapsing to the floor, lifeless. Since that day, villagers claim that on the anniversary of Bertha's death, a pale figure can be seen walking from the old family home across the moor toward the castle gates. The White Lady, wrapped in her sorrow, still wanders the path between the living and the dead. Some say her spirit and Lady Agnes's doomed soul continue to circle each other through the long, sleepless nights of Crathes Castle. Act 3. The Green Lady. The Mother Beneath the Hearth. Another tragedy took shape deep within the same castle, the story of the Green Lady. The details have long been lost to time. One of the Burnett's daughters fell in love with a servant and secretly bore his child. When her father discovered the affair, he cast the servant out in fury. That very night, the young woman and her newborn vanished without a trace. Centuries later, during renovations in the 19th century, workers lifted the hearthstone of a grand fireplace and uncovered the tiny bones of a baby, and beside them, the remain of an adult woman. The discovery horrified everyone, and that chamber became known as the Green Lady's Room. Since then, countless witnesses have reported seeing a woman dressed in green, carrying a baby in her arms. She walks slowly toward the fireplace and disappears into its dark mouth, or else transforms into a soft green glow that drifts across the room like a spirit made of mist. Her appearance is said to foretell misfortune, an omen of illness or death within the Bertha family. Act 4. Modern Sightings and Strange Encounters. Do legends ever truly sleep? Over the years, visitors, guides, and historians have shared chilling experiences within the castle's shadowed halls. Queen Victoria's Encounter. The National Trust for Scotland's official records and travel writings mention that Queen Victoria herself once saw the Green Lady and was deeply unsettled by the sight. Though no direct diary entry has been found, the tale has long been preserved in the castle's ghostly folklore. The Whisper on the Staircase. Hidden Scotland recounts the story of an Australian tourist exploring the castle alone. As she reached the staircase leading to the Green Lady's room, a clear voice whispered right beside her ear, "Don't go in the next room. Don't go in. Get out." No. She spun around. No one was there. Terrified, she fled down the spiral stairs and allowed the front door never to return. The cold breath and moving ashes. Some visitors have felt sudden waves of icy air in certain rooms, even on warm days. Others have seen ashes in the fireplaces shift or stir, as if touched by unseen hands. A flash of green light. Guests walking past the Green Lady's doorway sometimes glimpse a fleeting green shimmer within, vanishing as quickly as it appears. These stories cannot be proven, yet they breathe life into the legend, blurring the line between folklore and fear. Act 5. Between faith and doubt. As we tell these tales, we must remember, some truths come from history, others from the human need to explain what we cannot see. What is certain? The castle's construction dates, the Burnett lineage, the crannog remains, and the ancient horn of lace, and the 19th century discovery of bones beneath the hearth. The existence of the Green Lady's room, officially recognized in the castle's records. What is uncertain? The White Lady's poisoned wine, the shattered goblet, and the haunting cry of "She comes." These are the poetry of rumor. Queen Victoria's ghostly encounter, while accepted in local law, lacks historical confirmation. The whispers, chills, and moving shadows are personal testimonies, perhaps imagination, perhaps something more. Yet it is this uncertainty that gives the legend its power. It is the space between truth and myth where fear finds its voice. Act 6. Epilogue. Two spirits, one castle. Within Crathes Castle dwell two restless souls, the White Lady, Bertha, and the Green Lady with her child, one poisoned by love, the other destroyed by it. Their fates intertwine through centuries of sorrow, their stories carried by the wind that sweeps through stone corridors and over the castle's battlements. One day, should you walk those halls yourself, step softly near the old fireplace. Hold your breath. You might hear a whisper in the dark, "Don't go in." Or catch a flicker of green light in the ashes and see, just for a heartbeat, two sorrowful eyes watching you from the shadows. They are still waiting for a silent night, waiting to settle a debt the time itself has forgotten.
I'm Kim. If you like this video, please subscribe us and stay with me. You will never face the dark alone.